So, welcome back to the Canada Specialist Program series. My pleasure to introduce Kirsten from Pursuit today to talk about the Pursuit collection in the Rockies. So, Kirsten, over to you.
Wonderful. Thanks again, Charlie. I'll just dive right in here. And first thing I'll just give a little overview on is who Pursuit is. So Pursuit is an attraction and hospitality company that owns and operates a number of collections of inspiring and unforgettable experiences in iconic destinations worldwide. Our mission is to connect guests and staff to these iconic places and through unforgettable and inspiring experiences. We represent flyover attractions located in Chicago, Las Vegas, Vancouver, and Iceland, as well as collections of lodging, transportation, and experiences in Alaska, Montana, Iceland, Banff, and Jasper. So in Canada, the province of Alberta hosts the Banff National Park and Jasper National Park. Then just across the border into British Columbia is Golden. And today I'll be looking at our experiences in these great Canadian Rockies of our Banff Jasper collection. The first one that I'd like to highlight is our Brewster Express. Now, this shuttle connects Calgary and the International Airport to Banff, Canmore, Lake Louise, and Jasper. All of our routes allow for baggage transport, and guests will travel in one of our comfortable coaches with large viewing windows and Wi-Fi available when within service. It is important to note that when we're traveling between Banff and Jasper, there is a no service window while driving the Icefield Parkway. This is one of the most beautiful and world-renowned scenic drives in the world, I would say. So it shouldn't be a problem, and that's probably entertainment enough. But viewing our website, you'll find the current schedules. Please note that we do have seasonal routes which change. So go to the website to find the most up-to-date information. The shuttles to Jasper are operational exclusively in the summer months between May and October. For our sightseeing tours, moving on to that next, we do operate these between May and October and a special winter wonder tour during the winter months out of Banff. So Brewster Sightseeing is now part of Pursuit, and it actually began back in 1892 in Banff National Park with brothers Jim and Bill Brewster. They initially guided visitors through the park on horseback, showcasing the beauty of the Canadian Rockies, and later they expanded into lively and outfitting services, eventually becoming the key player in the tourism development of Banff and Jasper. So Brewster Sightseeing showcases the newest fleet of buses sightseeing the Rockies. They feature modern amenities, onboard refreshments, and large windows for optimal views. And this is just kind of a bit of a snapshot of the sightseeing tours that we offer from our website. The website is probably the best way to go in terms of looking to see what we have available. So we have everything from round trips from in and out of Jasper, round trips in and out of Banff. We go all the way down to Golden to experience our Golden Sky Bridge. This little cheat sheet here shows what's kind of included, the months that they are operating in, and it's just kind of a nice go-to cheat sheet to view all of the different experiences that we have to offer for the different clientele that you might be looking to share that with. So then traveling down from Calgary via the Icefield Parkway, you'll come into Jasper, and alternatively, Jasper can also be accessed by the Edmonton International Airport. I believe that most of the Aussies are coming into Calgary due to some of the more direct flights, but that is another option. And as you're traveling down the Icefield Parkway, one experience that you might know already is the Columbia Icefield Adventure, which is open in our summer months. So this experience takes guests from the Icefield Discovery Center to then partake in an opportunity to view the Athabasca Glacier up close and walk around and try a glacial facial. For anybody that hasn't tried it yet, the first time I did it, the guide got us off of the bus and he took us over to the little bit of water that was kind of streaming by, and he encouraged everybody to put their hands in the water and give themselves a glacial facial, is what he called it. So I thought that was a pretty neat experience. And then you would actually have an opportunity to step out onto the glass floor of the Columbia Icefield Skywalk to view the canyon as well. So something that's new that I wanted to share with you is an opportunity that we extend to our travel trade guests is the Ice Odyssey. So this experience was introduced last year with great success to an intimate glacier experience. It does follow a similar schedule as the traditional Columbia Icefield adventure. However, it's extended to a 2-hour tour. It has small groups of 5 guests, and each will ride in an all terrain kind of Sherpa vehicle that's pictured there. The tour to exceeds like the main site that our regular tour would stop at, and takes you to an exclusive site a little bit further up the glacier. The expert guides will explore the icefield history, and guests can walk on the glacier and try out different mountaineering gear that we have available. So that's something new. Then I wanted to take us down to Jasper, and this year we acquired the Jasper Skytram as our newest attraction and the longest and highest guided aerial tramway in Canada. So this is actually open March 21st to October 27th this summer. So it provides a bit of a longer season operating, supporting kind of some of those earlier and late summer travelers. It's located about a 10-minute drive south of the Jasper town site. Fits 25 guests. It's a 7-minute ride up with an altitude of 2,263 meters. There is a flight attendant on board to point out many of the sites and answer questions as well. So at the lower station, it showcases a base camp cafe with light snacks and drinks. The cabin itself from the Jasper base to the upper station would depart about every 9 minutes with time for people to kind of get on and off. The ride, like I said, is 7 minutes, and each cabin is staffed with a trained operator who can answer questions and provide information on the unique geography, cultural heritage, flora, and fauna of the area. Once you get to the upper station, there is a Summit Cafe at the top, which offers full service dining. And once at the top, the experience becomes more self-guided, providing as much or as little hiking for each person with an easy walkable interpretive boardwalk, or people can venture beyond onto the park's Canada hiking trails to the Whistler Mountain summit. Sliding into Golden, which I mentioned is located just across the border into Alberta, from Alberta into British Columbia. Golden is the mountain town home to our Skybridge adventure. So the Golden Skybridge actually opened in May 2021, so one of our newer attractions as well. It is a seasonal offer from May to October, a 1-hour drive from Banff and about a 5-minute drive from the town of Golden. This is the home to Canada's highest suspension bridges as you walk 426 feet above an expansive canyon engulfed by the Columbia Valley. The epic views of this rocky and Persil mountain ranges will capture your breath for sure. It is a little bit intimidating, but it's super fun. So this actually offers a number of different walking paths throughout the pine forest and stunning views of a 61-meter waterfall and the Columbia Valley. Our 2 suspension bridges are Canada's highest at 130 meters and 80 meters. The experience includes the village grill and play area. There's a treetop play area, 5 viewing platforms, 2 suspension bridges, a rail rider mountain coaster. There's a canyon edge challenge course, so like a high ropes course. There are zip lines, axe throwing, a climbing center, and there's also a canyon swing available at an additional cost. Kind of something for everybody, even if you just wanted to walk the trails and see what's available for photo ops, or you can take the adventure into one of the more thrill-seeking experiences. This year, we do have a new food and beverage option. So this is open only when groups are pre-booked. It's available starting June 2nd. We have the ability to fit up to 100 people for the buffet, and it isn't open to the public or FIT, so it must be pre-booked. The experience itself in Golden, I would say, is accessible for any age level, from kids suitable friendly up to kind of, the 65 plus that are just looking for a beautiful walk in the forest. So thank you so much. I wanted to provide a little bit of contact information here on how to contact Pursuit directly. All of our experience are all the experiences are available through the main kind of tour operators that we work with. And if you didn't have a chance to tune into Lizzie Doyle's webinar back in March, I'd love to highlight and highly recommend giving that one a listen. She provides a cheat sheet and direction to create ease in booking the Canadian Rockies. I'm just going to land you guys with one little video here to just kind of leave you with a nice note on the experience. All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody. I'll welcome you back, Charlie.
Oh, thank you so much. Done lots of those things, brings back some great memories, but not all of them, Kirsten. So I've still got some to do. I'm sure there are some people on here who have done some of those things as well. And when it comes to booking, I think, you will have seen a lot of those things or all of those things within the wholesalers. So there are, yeah, Pursuit works really closely with a lot of our Aussie and Kiwi wholesalers. So you should be able to find all of those things when you're doing packages or FIT or group packages. They're well covered.